by an under 21. Three from Pretorius. Outstanding work. It's off just 23 balls. Unicorn 78 for 3. Captain Stoinis outside the power play. Very ironic that someone who uses it in the spectrum now and getting there. Pretorius. Reached the season 4 cups at MLC innings. And no one was louder for that performance than Danny Morrison from up here.
Yeah, turn things around because his partnership with 52 from 29 has been great. That sounds good too. Absolutely crunched. Miles back. Yeah, says it all. Head down, get back to your mark, Marcus Stoinis. Come up with something else. Couple of locking horns here. To the surface, and it is the slopper Hardy. Renowned for this sort of striking back in Australia.
Stoinis has got some decisions to make now because from 26 for 3, partnership is now 58. So you've got to think about the wicket-taking options, and Danny Bartman is one. Jasdeep Singh has been expensive, but he is one. And not a single over of spin yet, and that tells you about the importance of Pretorius' left-handed presence.
Nari, who's in sheer striking. Certainly now that they're up out of their seats. Long way up. Oh, what a great sound. 243 feet.
Behind at this current stage look where the Orcas were. But remember, the last 10.1 overs, they were 5 for 9. Mighty collapse. Maybe say they're ahead or some par.
Yeah, you think about that. First 10 overs, they're going over 11s average. At one stage, they're going 14s in that power play. Shows you what can happen. Going like a runaway freight truck, and then the wheels come off. Into 200 even. Pretorius, wonderful hand-eye. Again, left-handers hit all unique areas around the cricket pitch. Look at that one-hander. Look at this. Help thinking of some other star left-handers out of the subcontinent. Crunching in every. Suryavanshi lit up the IPL again.
Love the Oakland Coliseum and the energy it brings around. Let's start to my man to my right. Shirt, hairdo, everything is there. Right, how long did it take you to put this whole fit together? It's for the unicorn! Southland! Unicorn! Sparkle Army! Soldier! Come join us! The best place on earth to watch cricket! Tell you what, maybe it is the best place on earth to watch cricket, the Oakland Coliseum. See another couple of here for the Unicorns, actually four more runs for the Unicorns. And they all love it. Behind me, it's a sea of orange, and these home fans are loving seeing their home side in the Coliseum. Man to my left, this isn't your first time in the Coliseum here in Major League Cricket, is it though? I come every time. You tell me, you call me, I will be there for MLC, anytime. Let's go! They're always out and about for Major League Cricket. Might not be able to come back in the comedy box. This is infectious over here. Back to you guys up.
The man was sitting down some security. It's okay, Chief. Get back here.
Danny, don't you think we should send M. Pomalilo down there? It's his birthday after all.
Don't trick, boy. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Do you know any songs made in the last 3 years?
The century, you mate. All of the old tracks. Remember you said it.
Previously, Victoria's Danny and his boundaries, and after the first 70% of his runs have come leg side. I think about the 2 dismisses he had in the tournament. Russell in Dallas, cutting the ball caught behind, and then the fab catch a couple of days ago caught at mid-off. So if you are the Orcas and he can hit the ball through the offside as well, can you force him to hit the ball more through the offside because he is so strong left of screen? What is that? 32 plus 11, that's 43. 53, 59% on the leg side. Quick maths.
Yeah, good from you. No, it's worth thinking about coming forward for a dive, but it was one of those ones that was a bit tricky. And you got one of the better fielders in the world game in Shimron Empire. And he was just caught in between, understandably, so a difficult one. And he is so destructive, this fella. He's fetched that outside off that you were on about. Then out off stump line to see whether he's going to cut it, chop it on maybe, little tickle through, caught it backward point, but no, he's fetched it and boshed it.
There was absolutely nothing wrong with that ball, and it's being fetched from the boundary.
Vodda on off stump. Tried the wide line Yorker. You've got to be so precise with it. Let's look at this. It's not bad, I tell you. It's not the worst delivery going around. He's played this superbly. Use the pace, just open the blade a little, controlled it superbly. Victorious. Bye.
108 for 3. Will be time for a drink spirit. We all need a deep breath.
देखा रहा वायदा आवाज की को अच्छा लुकावा थे सीधे
पढ़ा तेरे को अभी देखे पढ़ना नहीं देखा तो रखा था
Give me a little challenge. Streamer on the leg side, yeah. Stoinis, fortune there. Once again, Phil Allen misses out. Slightly off, back short. Struck a couple, and then he got out. Captain. All of a sudden, couple down. Comes 3 now. 26 for 3, and you've got Oppo. And then you've got someone like Pretorius who can just monster it everywhere. Slicing, dicing, carving, you name it. This guy, out of the Rainbow Nation, and then the Aussie, the leverage. Excellent from these two. Partnership 82 from 41. 190. Walker's got to 191, but they promised so much more to get well over 22, 30. And really did stutter and fall her away. It's the last 9 wickets tumbling away, and now 108. You'd probably say, are they going to be favourites in the contest? Because they're coming.
Needed off the last 10, which you think with 7 wickets in hand and partnership at 82. It should be gettable. Here's Jasdeep Singh. This was the exact point where the collapse began. So if you're the Orcas, you're thinking just get one and we're back in it.
Yeah, 100%. Stay positive, optimistic. The second wicket, then the 109, and that's when it all fell over. 149, 150, 152, 174 twice. So,
विकेट के नुकसान क्या मुकाबला काल नजर आता हुआ। आरोन हार्डी की बात करें तो 28 रन बनाकर बल्लेबाजी करते हुए। ये बार हमारे सारे व्यूअर से रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब किया जाए। कोई भी अभी तक यहाँ पर किसी के ऊपर कोई असर नहीं हो रहा है मेरी बात की अगर करें तो। वाइट बॉल 1 रन एक्स्ट्रा के रूप में ऐड होता हुआ। इतनी रिक्वेस्ट अभी भी किसी भी व्यूअर का यहाँ पर बात की जाए तो थंब गया नहीं है सब्सक्राइब बटन के ऊपर। फिलहाल हार्डी 28 रन बनाकर बल्लेबाजी करते हुए। देखना होगा यहाँ से किस तरीके से मुकाबले को आगे लेके जाने का प्रयास होगा। 11.2 ओवर का खेल।
रहेगी, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं, वीडियो को दबा के लाइक शेयर करते हैं दोस्तों। सभी का वेलकम, स्वागत यहाँ पर। आज हम नए बल्लेबाज दोस्तों हमजा आजम दोस्तों देख लीजिए आप, 228 के एक्स्ट्रा बैटिंग करते हुए 35 गेंदों में 80 रन लगा दिए दोस्तों स्कोरबोर्ड पर। सभी का वेलकम, स्वागत हमारे चैनल पर। 12वां ओवर चल रहा है दोस्तों, 12वें ओवर की 4 गेंदें हुई है जिसमें 8 रन आ चुके हैं दोस्तों। मुकाबला शानदार है दोस्तों, पैसा वसूल मुकाबला है। सभी से रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी जुड़ जाइए हमारे साथ। एक समय लग रहा था कि चेस नहीं होगा, लेकिन कमबैक अच्छा किया दोस्तों। पार्टनरशिप अच्छी लगी दोनों खिलाड़ियों के बीच में, लगभग 100 रनों के आसपास की पार्टनरशिप लगी है दोस्तों। इस पार्टनरशिप के चलते दोस्तों ओ भाई साहब एक और विकेट गिरता हुआ, बैक टू बैक विकेट आता हुआ दोस्तों, बैक टू बैक विकेट। हाँ जी दोस्तों, एक डॉट खेली है, उसके बाद फिर से एक विकेट आता हुआ। दर्शन सनागा ने दोस्तों यहाँ पर चलता किया 2 बल्लेबाजों को लगातार दोस्तों, 2 बल्लेबाज लगातार आउट होते हुए दोस्तों। दर्शन सनागा ने चलता किया नए बल्लेबाज को। 5वां विकेट गिरता हुआ दोस्तों यहाँ पर 125 रन पर 5वां विकेट। 125 पर 3 विकेट थे दोस्तों, 125 पर 4था विकेट गिरा और 125 पर 5वां विकेट गिरा। अब दोस्तों यहाँ से पार्टनरशिप चाहिए, बल्लेबाज सारे आउट हो चुके हैं दोस्तों। अब आपको फिनिशर और कैलेंडर दिखेंगे आपको यहाँ पर। सभी का वेलकम, स्वागत हमारे चैनल पर। जो भी भाई हमारे साथ नए जुड़ रहे हैं, वीडियो को लाइक करते हैं दोस्तों, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं। मुकाबला शानदार होने वाला दोस्तों, पैसा वसूल मुकाबला है। LBW आउट करार दिया गया दोस्तों, LBW आउट करार क्रिक बाय नेर दोस्तों हमारे इस चैनल का नाम है। सभी से रिक्वेस्ट है कि चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें, वीडियो को दबा के लाइक शेयर करते हैं दोस्तों। सभी का वेलकम रहेगा, स्वागत रहेगा हमारे चैनल पर। 5वां विकेट गिर चुका दोस्तों, 11 पॉइंट। लेकिन 2 विकेट निकाल दिए दोस्तों यहाँ पर। गेम जहां पर दोस्तों हाथ से दूर जा रहा था सियाटल और कस से दोस्तों, वहां पर दर्शन सनागा ने आकर 2 विकेट निकाले दोस्तों और वापसी करवाई सियाटल और कस की दोस्तों। यहाँ पर इस मुकाबले में साझेदारी को तोड़ा, साझेदारी को तोड़ने के साथ ही 2 विकेट निकाल दिए। 125 रन पर जहां पर 3 विकेट थे, अब आपको वहां पर 5 विकेट दिखाई दे रहे हैं दोस्तों। सभी का वेलकम रहेगा, स्वागत रहेगा हमारे चैनल पर। जो भी भाई हमारे साथ नए जुड़ रहे हैं, वीडियो को लाइक करते हैं, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं दोस्तों। और आखिरी गेंद पर एक और सिंगल आता हुआ, इसी के साथ 12 ओवर की समाप्ति दोस्तों। 12 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद 126 रन 5 विकेट नुकसान पर। हाँ जी दोस्तों, 12 ओवर की समाप्ति होने पर 126 रन लगे, 5 विकेट।
Side off stuff. He will thrash it to the fence.
Saw that a few times in he got away from the Sri Lankans in that match. Got himself back into some form with the half century. Anything with a bit of width, he just throws everything at it. Generally uses quite a heavy bat. Anything roughly near the middle flies away.
That's a much better length and a good line too.
Interesting. Look at that bat. You can see the little dirt marks down the front of it. That's from indoor practice balls. So he's been doing a lot of machine work, I reckon, just to groove all his mechanics. Big, thick edges. Look at them, about 4 centimetres thick, that bat, in its meatiest part, and then the face of the bat full of dirty ball marks.
From the over, it's no wicket for 16. To the Australian bowling attack, Mitchell Johnson's been given the ball. We're going to change in the commentary box as well. Mark Nicholas, Bill Lowry, Ian Chapman.
2 slips, 4 in the covers, and a third man make it a 7-strong field on the offside. Just 2 men leg side, a wideish mid-on, and a long leg fielder who's pretty square. Oh, that's exactly where Tendulkar loves them. You can work them there all night.
I don't like this field at all. Mitchell Johnson wants to be buying it. Middle leg and angling the ball across the right-handed batsman. Just two men on the onside. It's almost impossible to pitch it anywhere near the stumps. And it's just bread and butter for any batsman of class. Mitchell Johnson's been a great wicket taker for Ricky Ponting all summer in all forms of the game. This is a tough field to bowl to when you're only defending 239.
Brett Lee is the man down at long leg, one of the best arms in cricket, one of the greatest athletes in the outfield we've seen amongst the fast bowlers.
Just to take that point of yours a little further, Mark, about Sachin Tendulkar having something to bat for. If there's a knock on Sachin Tendulkar in India in particular, they talk about the difference between Tendulkar and Lara in situations where they bat to win a game, make a big score and the team goes on to win the game. And there's quite a few in India who say that Lara was good at it and Tendulkar hasn't been so good at it.
That's a great strike. MS Dhoni will tell you wonderful things about Robin Uthappa. That's why he's backed him for as long as he has.
Well, he waited for that. I think you'll find it was a change of pace from Mitchell Johnson. He got into position really early. Uthappa waited and waited. It still went in the air. He is a strong bottom hander. That's probably why it went in the air.
You don't see too many cover drives in the sky, but it's okay.
Maybe that he picked the slower ball in fairness. Johnson ran his fingers across it.
Extremely expensive there and gave up a lot of boundaries. He gave up 11 in his full spell. He gave up a few in that 11 to 20 period. That period there. And then he gave up quite a few at the end to Brett Lee.
This will take some stopping. Even in Australia that are current. Mike Hussey was the man sprawling across the deck. Pretty good stroke.
Fine stroke. It's up a 50 partnership. And the bowlers did the job. You've got to win a final. You should be able to make 240.
Triple hit.
Well, it's certainly going to provide interest when Brad Hogg, Michael Clarke, probably Andrew Simons all bowl their varieties of spin, because that was a period where Australia found it very difficult to force the issue. In fact, once the Hayden-Simons partnership was broken by Harbhajan, it was an altogether different story. Now, Gilchrist up to the stumps for James Hopes. Pull that off, never mind hands. They won't forget it, none of them.
not going yet. He's sort of half walking. Back, now he goes. Magnificent catch. Here to be put away. Didn't quite get hold of it. This is superb fielding. Coming in towards the ball. Super effort. All of a sudden, it's 1 for 50.
Cross, the new batsman out of Gambia, who's been the batsman of the series. Little gritty left-hander.
We've seen two very good outfield catches. One this afternoon taken by Jowler, but this one taken by Hussey beat it. Very similar in that both fieldsmen got a good break. Both anticipated well, but the big difference was Hussey's was quite a bit lower. Really, he'll be kicking himself if Tupper was a long hop. He plays, his bat coming from low to high, he's always going to hit that pull shot in the air, and Hussey was awake to that. Wonderful anticipation, and to catch it that down on the run is a tremendous performance.
Got to go. Whoa, I think Tendulkar sold his mate down the river there. Clark is so quick, so good, so accurate.
I think Tendulkar meant to drop it right near the stumps, but ball bounced away very quickly. Clark just couldn't get himself balanced. And he did have to go a long way, I suppose you could say that for the call. Didn't have much else going for it.
Yeah, it was almost a premeditated single. Tendulkar will have worked out places that there are singles available for him. Doesn't necessarily mean you're always going to get it exactly where you want to get it. Still, Gambia has survived and he's now taken guard. Hayden's gone a little wider, it's slipped, there's a gully as well. Nishad Johnson, gun barrel straight first up, but the inside edge helped Gambia out.
It's a good time to come in though, 1 for 50, batting at number 3. Big wicket that by Hopes. Fourth bowler gets the breakthrough, an opening stand. Super catch. Certainly the best fielding side in the world by a long way.
Quite often he's picked up a wicket. Got 7, which is not a lot when you compare it with what Bracken and Johnson and Brett Lee have been doing, but it just seems that you'll come into the attack and you'll get a handy wicket.
Clark, it's all right. Tendulkar was in control. Again, enough pace had been taken off the ball, but these are desperate and also thrilling moments in the game.
Full credit to Tendulkar. Right from the start of the series, he has run well between the wickets. He was struggling on that occasion. The bat wasn't down too early either.
That's as if he cruised the last yard or two.
No.
I think he might have made it. Tendulkar's on strike. He hits a lot. Tendulkar might want to come back for a second here. Gambia surely has gone here. Yes, Gambia has gone. James Hope's had to hit. Now Harper's called for a second look, but there surely isn't the need for it.
What's Gambia doing? Goodness gracious me. Can't believe that. Informed batsman of the tournament. Hopes gets it, he's got a hit, he does. He's out by a long way, and all of a sudden it's 2 for 56. That's terrible running, but brilliant fielding.
Yes, no doubt that Gambia's to blame on that occasion. He was asleep to even the possibility of the second. There we go. Huge cheer from the Australians in the crowd. We are very much alive at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Australia cock a hoop. Gambia run out for just 3. India 2 for 56. James hopes. A wicket of his own and a run out. He's turned this game on. Tendulkar has the strike at present.
Well, it's fielding that's turned it for Australia. They haven't done it with brilliant bowling, but they've done it with brilliant fielding. Great catch, and then a good bit of work to get a run out.
Wonderful strike play from a wonderful batsman. Riveting over, 6 from it plus a run out. It's 2 for 60. Tupper gone for 17, Gambia for 3. Tendulkar, the biggest threat there is to Australia. 35 from 42 balls remain. Yuvraj yet to face a ball as Richie Benaud, Ian Healy and Michael Slater.
Thanks, Nico. Another look at that run out. Gambia at fault. He was ball watching, fielder watching, whatever you want to call it. Tendulkar, at this point, will not believe it. Just a total mix-up, and Gambia, the best player of the tournament. If you look at the number of runs scored, back in the pavilion now, Heels.
How he did that, got to be very, very good. Awkward, side on, brilliant.
A look at one of the boxes here, a few familiar faces there, Roy and HG, and a few members from the cast of Underbelly. The Heels are into that show. It's a beauty. Hardcore. Carl's in a bad way at the end of last week.
That's why he's not here. Carl is not there. The two Moran brothers are. Mark and Jason. Mick Gatto at the back there. With Roy and HG.
Oh, that's what Richie Benaud was talking about. Just a tad too straight. With the talent of Yuvraj Singh, he just flicks it to the onside.
That's fine leg. That's up.
No real need for fine leg to be up if Mitchell Johnson gets his line right outside off. And leave fine leg back and quite square.
It's a better line there. 2 for 69. So it's 171 runs required for victory. And it's all about the required run rate. Just over 5. As Brad Hogg comes into the attack. It's interesting timing for this, given it's still a power play, a 3-man power play, so that gives a little bit more support. All 3 men are deep on the onside, long on, deep mid-wicket, and deep backward square. In the last time we bowled in his career, Brad Hogg at the SCG, that is. He goes for it, he gets it. What a cracking shot from Tendulkar. He has picked Hogg throughout the summer and he loves to use aggression against him.
Ricky Ponting's asked a lot of Brad Hogg here. Just 3 men allowed out, bowling to the maestro. Gee, he wants him too, doesn't he? He's shuffling around the crease. He's certainly ready to take risks. That was 1. Didn't quite get it. And the next ball, he backed away as well. Played a defensive shot, but Hogg is under fire. Tendulkar on 49.
That'll be 50. And the Indian quota of this SCG crowd were chanting right the way through that stroke. He has never scored 100 in an ODI in this country. And Sachin, you're halfway there.
That was a delightful half-century and a magnificent piece of fielding by two Australians there. Sort of wonder how they do it in these modern times. We had great fielders, but gosh, they're good these days.
Going well, but he's bowled straight through the lack of defence, if you like, of Yuvraj Singh. He was in three minds and forgot to hit the ball.
Beautiful bowling from Brad Hogg, a quicker delivery, just spun a little bit away from the left-hander, pitched around about middle and off and hit off. That is really good. He's troubled Yuvraj Singh all the way through, beat him for pace, change of pace, brilliant stuff. It's 3 for 87.
Brad Hogg has just grabbed an outstanding wicket. It was standard leg break, if you like, and played terribly by Yuvraj Singh. That is right, Rohit Sharma is at the crease now. The pressure is mounting on India. The required run rate, 4.9 from this point. Three. And then it was almost like he premeditated playing back to something. It was just a regulation for defence or a work into the offside for a single. It's Yuvraj Singh has been totally out of sorts in Australia. Nathan Bracken now coming back into the attack. 3 overs, no wicket for 13 for him. Catcher back in play now. Rohit Sharma has shown us some form throughout. He's probably not being able to fully extend on that. At a ground where your side has never won before. That's what India are up against.
That's the Brad Hogg wicket. Did him for pace. Change of pace is essential. So is footwork. And there's a bit too much of it there.
But just finding it a bit tough, and the Australians want him to find it that way again.
That's a lovely stroke from Rohit Sharma. There'll be no reeling that back in. It gets quicker and quicker down there. Glorious straight drive.
Textbook. Absolute textbook. 20-year-old, almost 21. I know what I was doing when I was 21. It wasn't.
Now the lovely straight drive.